Alrighty then, making sure everything is live, and I think it is. So welcome back everyone. Obi-Wan back again, featuring Senjecko3 and again, the magic. Alrighty then. Couldn't get any worse than that, so.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Good
sir, if you want to lead it this time.
Okie dokie. Let's go.
Glorious AC.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Ah, cool.
Hello, everybody. Ernie Johnson here. Shaq's here. Kenny's here. Welcome to this edition of 2K Sports. Tonight's broadcast will feature the Phoenix Suns as they go up against the Orlando Magic. Well, for Orlando, they went 2-0 against this team last season, looking to continue that string of victories tonight. And guys, Aaron Gordon, the 4th overall pick back in 2014, got a lot of attention for his performance at the dunk contest. Kenny, how can he take his game to the next level?
He's taking it there. His shooting is improved, his ball handling is improved, and his need to take the big play or have the big moment, he is stepping into that limelight.
Yes, he is. He's an elite athlete, still very young. I would love to see him pair with a real mentor named Kenny Smith.
I'd pair up with him.
What would your advice be then to Aaron Gordon if you were going to mentor Aaron Gordon?
The first thing I'd say, basketball is the business.
So hopefully,
and let's start
after
there.
we get this win,
everything else is a distraction.
Take about 5-10 minutes, switch over to the PS2, continue.
Solid advice.
GM mode and
Let me check
SmackDown
Shaq's
versus Raw 7.
like yeah, it's pretty
Get
good.
to the pay-per-views.
Take
another break.
He talks to himself.
Time to
Do some head coach, and then
himself.
maybe
That's what's worse.
Skeletron.
Talking to yourself or
maybe
answering yourself is worse.
Skeletron
equal.
can stop doing verticals and actually come and do Left 4 Dead 2. Who knows? We'll see.
You say Left 4 Dead 2.
That's a great look at our location tonight. The home of the Suns here in downtown Phoenix. 2K Sports checks in with our loyal viewers with a broadcast from Phoenix, Arizona, the home of the Suns. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Greg Anthony and Brent Berry, our terrific analysts, and David Aldridge is our sideline reporter. Looking at the last game for the Orlando Magic, it was a win against the Wizards, and that was a close call. They pulled it out with a win and just 2 points at that, but it wasn't easy.
And as shaky as they looked in that game, guys, it showed a lot of mental toughness that they were able to come out and get a win.
That's why I said it's Microsoft. Multi-tier party.
Here we go. Here we go. Hopefully we could get to 100.
What's the highlight of the game? Suns lose 350 to 65.
Tonight, two great backcourts facing off. Brent, how often do you get caught up in a showdown with another guard?
Well, for me, it didn't happen all that much, Kevin, unless I was playing John Barry.
Now
I
come
got
on.
fired
Yeah, right.
up.
I get you.
Hey.
I think it's amazing when you have these matchups during the regular season and you look at maybe the rhythm of some of these guys coming into the game. elite point guards. They have the ball in their hands. Sometimes they get caught up in that mano-a-mano duel. And as a two guard or somebody else playing with that player, it's really fun to watch.
You got to check yourself, though, don't you? You got to stay within the bounds.
Oh, there's no doubt that you still want to win the basketball game, but there are moments and minutes where their talent takes over, and that's when the show begins.
We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. On the court for Orlando. Inside, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Fournier out there with Kemba Walker. And it's Isaac in at the small forward spot. And it's Walker with the ball, bringing it up for the Magic. And going against Phoenix, their first meeting of the season.
And one of the few bright spots of their last season was sweeping the season series in this matchup.
So for Phoenix, their last game a loss to the Clippers.
No other way to put it. Defense was awful, completely uninspired at that end of the floor.
Yeah, scanning the box score here, and you could just see the turnover differential failing to cause any sort of mistakes. And then on the offensive end, just a lack of focus.
Now here's Walker. We saw him with 29 points last game. Fournier gets a wide open look. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2. Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. Patrick passes to Boomer. Here's Jay. Phoenix, no good that time either.
Yeah, and the height disadvantage there forced him into a really tough shot. Tried to fade away, but just couldn't pull it off.
Now, here's Isaac. Outside Fournier. Just 5 on the clock. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And when you look at Evan Fournier, he's just a reliable source for points whenever he's on the floor.
Yeah, and Fournier is a bit of a quiet scorer. I mean, he always ends up with a lot of points, but doesn't tend to wow you with any individual plays. Terrific shooter who just makes the most of his touches and his minutes whenever he's on the floor.
Here's Patrick. Out to Favors. Patrick is guarded by Fournier. Offensive rebound. The Suns need to get a shot off. It's hauled in by Gordon.
And 1 for 5 is a tough way to start the game, Kevin. They got to get it going.
Vucevic finds Fournier. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Let's take a look at last year's leading shot blockers. You don't want one of these guys in front of you when you're coming down the lane. Second is Clint Capella.
And shot blocking is the element of the game that I think he cares about the most. That's where he puts in that effort and energy.
And so Fournier nails both of them.
Well, they depend on him to score, and that doesn't mean just from the field. Sometimes it comes from the charity stripe.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket. Yeah, still moving a little bit when he set that screen. He'll argue that he was set, but I really didn't think so.
No, that's a good call. Just keep arguing with the officials because they change that call all the time. Just like to see the defensive effort get better for their ball club. They can't expect guys to miss the mid-range Jays every time.
Here's Walker. Over to the wing. Fires the 3. The Magic again can't hit.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
David Aldridge had a chance to catch up with head coach Steve Clifford. Dave, what do you have to say?
Well, Kevin, he expects their interior defense to be airtight. He said rim protection is something we really do well. Our ability to contest shots allows us to become more aggressive on the perimeter. Makes it a win-win. We'll see if all of that holds up for them tonight. Back to you.
Good work, David. Thank you. It sounds like defense is going to be the key for him today.
and it usually is. They try to use their D to make life miserable for every opponent they play.
And sometimes it's not just about one player. For them, it's about a complete defensive effort. In the paint, on the perimeter, in transition, they've got to be all over the place.
Here's Fournier. Phoenix able to drain the three. On pass to Gordon, and then Gordon with the dunk.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry. And that unleashed chaos replay presented by Under Armour. Hover Havoc, giving us a chance to relive that exciting play.
Coaching staff high-fiving themselves there, watching that team move the ball around, doing whatever is best for the team.
They get a hand on it, all by himself. Here's Patrick.
Oh, wow.
Hello.
That's a beautiful jam.
And you can see the importance of that steal. Really a 4-point swing with the conversion at the other end.
Maybe when you get in good, I could say it.
Now, here's Fournier. A 17-point game for him in the win against Washington. Shot clock at 5. From deep. Rebound by the Suns.
Now you got to fight through things like this right now. His team needs him to shoot better. He's just had a tough quarter.
And it's Walker with the ball, bringing it up for the Magic. Down low. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
All right, a chance to check out some stats for Gordon. Good season for him last year. He averaged about 17 points a game last year, 8 rebounds and 2 assists. And every team needs a good backup big to spell the starters, and that's what he brings to the table.
The role consists of rebounding, setting screens, protecting the rim. Anything else he gives you is found change in the couch.
Pass to Favors. Here is Boomer, guarded by Walker, and Vucevic pulls it down.
And forcing the miss there, he just knows how to pressure you defensively.
You hear a lot about rim protection. This is a good example of how valuable it can be.
And he's kind of always had that shoot-first mentality for a point guard. And when you can shoot it like Walker, it's not necessarily a bad thing.
It's hauled in by Gordon. Magic leading by 3.
And the Suns have never won an NBA title. It's amazing for such a proud and storied franchise. Just one trip to the finals since the merger back in 1993. That was when they lost to the Chicago Bulls.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
So it's Orlando now. Walker with it. Pass to Gordon. Here's Isaac. Bank shot, no good. And you think about the Suns team with Dan Marley, Kevin Johnson, Danny Ainge. Brent, they had a chance.
Well, a guy named Michael Jordan ruined a lot of the title chances for a lot of teams. The Suns were one of them. They came close, but eventually MJ's Bulls a little bit too tough for that Phoenix Suns team.
Here's Walker. Derek Favors making his last shot. That's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will retain possession. And the Magic making a change here. Reed's checked in. Now the feed to Fournier. Here's Walker. Rebounded by Capella. Capella's got his 5th rebound in this one.
I know.
Hunter, guarded by Walker. Jay, the pass to Capella. Suns moving the ball around. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Boomer. And it comes off the front of the rim.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack. Kemba Walker continuing the fine tradition of New York point guards. He should not go unmentioned when you talk about the NBA's best ball handlers.
Kemba Walker hits them both. And without a doubt, Kemba Walker, one of the league's most entertaining players.
And enlisted at 6'1", and that might be a stretch, but he uses it to his advantage, staying low and almost dancing when he's out there attacking defenders.
Here's Favors. Score it. His third straight basket in 3 tries.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Here's Walker. There's so many great point guards in the league right now, Brent. Which of them do you think does the best job of running the pick and roll?
I think Chris Paul still heads up the top of my list for pick and roll operators. He's so devastating and has been for his entire career in the mid-range, just settling in at the free throw line and popping shots that seem effortless, and he's able to knock it down. Steph Curry is still at the point guard position, does so many unique things, Kevin, playing without the basketball and setting screens away from the ball to open up teammates, which eventually gives him opportunities to shoot threes. So divergently different, those two, but two of my favorites to watch.
And that one's good by Favors.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
I know. But no.
That's tipped. And here's the fast break. Here's Boomer. Again, Phoenix.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Left again.
To the left wing from 20 feet out. Another shot. Here's Capella. Pass it to Boomer.
Where am I? Here I go.
Here's Patrick. Out to Favors. Shot clock at 6. Here's Boomer. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. Boomer's got 8 points. The Magic trail by 5. And now the first timeout called here for the Magic.
And I like this timeout. You're getting terrible rim protection right now.
Well, you got to ask your team to give you a little bit more effort because there's just not a lot of fire on the defensive end.
Some great passing here so far. Let's check out this chart that breaks down where the assists have been coming from for the Suns.
This backcourt is really shouldering the load in terms of the ball movement and great assists. When you look at the overall contributions compared to the bigs, nice work on distributing the ball.
Now here's Walker. He's got 7. Babbitt's shot is off.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Second chance shot.
Right,
Favors trying to break free. 2 points. That one goes.
Yeah, off to a strong start here early. 6 points off second chance buckets.
Yoink. All right.
Now the pass to Boomer. Favors in the post. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And now a 9-point Phoenix lead.
And boy, have they come out strong, really pounding the offensive board for second chance points.
A 1-2 kicks to Walker. They need this. Good as the jump shot falls. Walker's got 9.
And that's a great piece of work to get to the hoop there. Just tore the D to shreds.
Here's Patrick to the paint. Here now is Weber. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Here's Favors.
No.
Pass to Patrick. Passes it to Boomer. From downtown, basket number 5 goes in. He's now 5 of 12 from the floor.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now, here's Walker. 9 points in the game so far. Here's Weber. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. Weber's got his first bucket of the night.
And they are very comfortable running their offense through Walker. And you can see why. Drops a sick dime right there. That pass was right on the money.
The Suns shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
And talking about last season, this team hit just 74% of their free throws. I'm sure they were hoping for better than that.
And so he makes both from the line. The Magic trail by 10. There's 49 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Now Weber. That's a two-pointer from Walker, and there are the Magic with another bucket.
This is a guy whose mindset just never changes. Even when they're losing, he's always going to be aggressive.
The pass to Patrick. Pass to Boomer. Fires the three. Kemba Walker comes up with the loose ball.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Weber softly drops in the floater.
A terrific use of the floater, unguardable really, because you can't do anything defensively to stop it.
Pass to Boomer. Beyond the arc. Drills it from outside. Boomer's got 16.
The execution on point. Just terrific timing on these passes.
I really like the idea that his teammates are waiting until he's in great spots to finish off the possessions.
And so it's the Phoenix Suns, ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. We come back right after this. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And from what we've seen, guys, from Phoenix, what do you guys see?
I tell you what, that first quarter, you can see the game plan is a commitment to offensive rebounding.
Well, their efforts have been rewarded here after one. Winning the battle over second chance points has them ahead on the scoreboard.
This is how the floor looks for the Magic starting the second. Weber is out there with Kemba Walker. Then it's Luke Babbitt. Then it's Reed, and it's a 1-2 in at the 3.
Now that's confidence right there. Passing up an easy 2 on the break and letting it fly from three-point range.
Patrick passes to Jay. They get it again. Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
And a few more points tacked on to their lead in the cruelest way possible.
You're right. Yeah, those putback jams sting, don't they? My goodness.
And that is a statement. We're going to keep coming at you hard, even if we've got the lead. And a tough game for the guys around him, mainly because his shot's been hit and miss.
Hits the three-point bomb.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Walker looking for an opening. Babbitt kicks to Weber. Good ball movement here by the Magic. Here's a 1-2. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Shoots over Capella. A nice shot by Reed.
Now working the angles there. Geometry class in session. Nice dish for the open look.
Phoenix leading by 9. And up the court come the Magic on the break. Walker's running.
It works.
A nice shot by Reed.
And nicely done. Running the floor well, then attacking the rim.
The exclamation point in transition with the high percentage finish.
Patrick passes to Favors. Here's Boomer. And a miss there on the triple.
And extending the D there, putting a lot of pressure on the shooter.
I think coaches right here are always talking about the extra pass. And a contested 3 is not your objective. One more, maybe.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Here's Patrick out to the right wing. Here's Boomer. Hits the target from 18 feet. Boomer's got 5 points now in the quarter. The Magic trail by 7. And Walker kicks to Reed. Back to Walker. Lets the three fly. No good there. Now the Suns take it the other way. They've led by as many as 11 points. After this one, they take on the Clippers at the Staples Center. That one will start off a 3-game road trip for the team. The shot, no good. Orlando's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Weber. Rebounded by Capella. Phoenix leading by 7, and Phoenix pushing it up now. He dialed that one up from long distance. And that's now 24 points for Boomer.
He's going to force them to have to make adjustments. That's number 4 in terms of triples in the half.
Weber gets the bucket.
Yeah, there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
And it's Reed pulling it down.
And truth is, though he misses that one, it's a shot he normally makes.
Yeah, he has that kind of range, but maybe not that time the best judgment. Yeah, this is a terrible start for him, and it has to be weighing on him.
Stolen by Weber.
I was going left too.
He kicks it to Reed. Pass to Walker. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Walker's got 16.
Coaching staff high-fiving themselves there, watching that team move the ball around, doing whatever is best for the team.
Capella, the pass to Patrick, to the inside. Reed with the steal. To the inside. Here's Walker. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Brent, as we take a look at lineups around the NBA, teams trying to go with 5 highly skilled players at once. Where does that leave the traditional big?
Well, most teams just don't have one now, Kevin. I mean, they're just not on the roster.
They're hard to find, yeah.
Well, they're hard to find, but there just aren't many out there. So a lot of teams just elect not to have one. And what we're seeing over the course of the last couple years is the matchups when all of a sudden a Whiteside is going to see a Drummond, or you're going to see all of a sudden Valanciunas play against DeAndre Jordan. It's usually because you have one, we'll play ours kind of mentality.
Phoenix leading by 4. Here's Boomer. And the Suns miss again.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And here's Fournier. 9 points in the game so far. Drills the elbow jumper. He's got 11.
Just the height separation on that mid-range jumper. Excellent job of taking advantage.
And there's the pass to Boomer. Connects from 3-point range. And the Suns lead by 5.
Well, the O looks unstoppable tonight, especially because of that guy. He's just torching them.
Vucevic finds Walker. And he uses the glass on the layup. Walker's got 9 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
Not going to go that time. Great D that time from Vucevic. It's Fournier on the wing. Phoenix grabs the miss. Capella's got 14 rebounds for him tonight. Wow.
And listen, you can't design a play any better to get a look that good. Just couldn't knock it down.
The best players know that is going to happen, and you just can't let it get into your head. It's a shot that you want to take.
Here's Patrick. Uses the glass to finish the layup. P's got 7 points.
This guy is so tough to guard. He feels like he could take any challenge that the defense is going to throw at him.
Walker with a clean look. The Magic again can't hit.
Yeah, and that three-point shot, it really has looked off here in the second quarter. It hasn't stopped him from attempting them, but it's time to maybe find something else to do.
Isaac kicks to Walker. Got a piece of it.
I got it! No!
And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. From deep 3-point range. Knocked loose. Orlando with the ball. Now here's Fournier. Got a lot of room. Inside. Shot's good by Walker. Walker's got 11 points in the quarter.
You know, he has single-handedly helped them carve into this lead thanks to his scoring in the quarter.
Patrick, guarded by Walker, and Favors has it in the corner. Here's Patrick. Right wing, on the clock. Bangs home the trifecta. Jay's got to get his second bucket of the night.
Unable to close out defensively, even against the smaller shooter.
Yeah, it's tough sometimes to get a hand up on the three-point shot, but in this case, that didn't even affect it. Artful passing on that play, showing a real desire to set up the teammate.
Guarded by Walker.
And how about the execution on that play? The screen was set up in exactly the right spot.
And the finish wasn't too bad either.
Yeah, it's funny how you see so many picks, but this one sets up the defense well. No one rotates over. Bang.
Now a timeout called by Orlando. I don't like what Boomer has done in this game.
Not sure what the defense is thinking, or if they are. They continue to let him shoot. That is bad defense.
Some changes for Phoenix. Mirotic is checked in for Capella. Marquise Chris comes in for Derek Favors. And it's Jackson in for Jay. Briante Weber, he's checked in for Orlando. At the elbow, Vucevic. Now, here is Weber. Defense is right there. Got it. Good job in the low post. Weber's got 10. Phoenix leading by 6. Here's Boomer. No good from outside.
Well, sometimes it just takes an opportunity in the NBA, and Aaron Gordon has made the most of it. Since taking over that power forward role full time, he has shown remarkable improvement. Plays with more confidence. And aggression on offense, and has transformed himself as a player.
Outside Fournier. Kicks it to Weber. Great touch on the 16-footer. Weber's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Commending the unselfish play there. What vision on that pass.
There you go.
Here's Boomer. Another 3 for Phoenix.
He keeps finding great shots out there, and the opportunities are turning up roses.
Weber, the pass to Fournier. Fires top of the key. And a great assist by Weber as that one goes in. 15 points for Evan Fournier.
And this quarter has been all about him. You feel every shot he's going to take is going in.
And here we go with the Magic fast break. And Weber throws it down.
Yeah, love watching Isaac find the open teammate. Has great floor awareness out there and just knows when one of his guys has a clean look.
Pass to Patrick, shoots over Weber, and the Suns tack on 2 more.
Beautiful execution from him, building off a great first quarter, looking unstoppable here.
Passes it to Isaac. Back to Weber. To the inside. Gordon, the pass to Weber. Brent, you played for 14 seasons. What kind of off-season training did you do personally to keep in shape?
I had a great trainer in Southern California that I would go home to every year and work on different things. It was funny, Kevin, because as you get a little bit older, you can be a little more specific with how you train. You understand how you're going to be used, the type of minutes you're going to play, so it can be a little bit more specialized. I'm not sure if I could tell you this, but I surfed a lot in the off season.
Balance.
Core,
balance.
Right?
Core balance.
All right, Thank you. Check box.
The Suns shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. And he can't get the first one. And he sinks the second. The Magic trail by 8. Outside Fournier. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That is his first foul of the game. And they call an illegal screen here. And here's what the schedule for Orlando looks like. On Monday, they'll be taking on Paul Millsap and the Denver Nuggets. Then on Wednesday, they'll be playing against Lou Williams and the Los Angeles Clippers.
And for that matchup against the Rockets, there aren't many other meetings that are as evenly matched as this one. Both teams can give and take punches, and this one, I think, is going to come down to the wire.
Well, Mirotic takes a little bit of contact, finishes with focus.
Now, here is Weber. He's tightly guarded, and he uses both hands to jam it in.
And he just leaves the D in the dust and explodes to the basket.
You're right. Maybe a momentum changer right there, huh?
If anything could change the momentum, it's that kind of play. Cloud of smoke has people standing on their feet.
To the middle, here's Gordon. Good, and Weber gets the assist. Weber's got 3 assists in the game.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Patrick passes to Jackson. And Mirotic kicks to Booker. Poke loose. Mirotic's shot is off.
The defensive reaction time, it was just immediate on that one.
And sometimes the most important part of that is the angle that the defender chooses. That time, he chose wisely.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Briante Weber. That's foul number 2 for him.
Well, there are good fouls, and then there's those fouls. That's not a good one. Limits himself on defense, and he can't nearly be as physical for the rest of the period.
Young's checked in for Pete. And a switcher also for Orlando. Reed's checked in.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
43 seconds left in the first half of the game. And the dunk by Reed.
Yeah, undersized guys with athleticism do these kind of things, playing above the rim. Love to see him get up like that.
Outside for Jackson. Knocked loose. And now Isaac running the floor all by himself.
Take a look at Isaac there, just patrolling the passing lanes, outstanding at knowing when to anticipate that pass.
And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. To the paint. Reed with the steal. And now Orlando on the break. Here's Isaac. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
And not a guy known for style points when it comes to throwing one down, but every once in a while, Kevin.
Why don't we see more dunks like that from him? He's certainly got the size for it.
I don't think really that's his personality. Sometimes he's just waiting for things to happen, and other times he's in attack mode.
And the comparisons to Steph Curry, it's understandable. Young's shooting ability is off the charts.
No good on the second free throw. Here's Isaac. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
And I know we want to assume these shots are going in. The defense definitely blew an assignment.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, Hoop fans. Things were going Phoenix's way from the beginning. They put together some nice offensive stretches and at one point led by as many as 10. And it was a 9-point lead for them as they finished the first quarter. Going into the second quarter, they lost a little focus, sacrificed some points, but still finished with a 4-point cushion at the half. Kenny, let's start with you. What did you think about the Suns?
Well, they made a concerted effort to get out on the fast break. Dunks, alley-oops, run the lanes at every opportunity, and it's wearing the defense down.
And Shaq, let's get your input on the Magic.
Well, one thing happened that really helped them out. Their bench came in and played absolutely beautiful. Gave them a huge boost. Not just trying to hold court, but actually putting points on the scoreboard. These guys should be starting, Ernie.
And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back to Kevin Harlan. Go back to Kevin Harlan. Go over there.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. A fantastic game from Boomer in this one.
Yeah, and through 2 quarters, he's been lights out. And you know he's going to look to add to those totals.
And defensively, hard to force him out of the rhythm at this point because he has a number of ways with which he can beat you.
That's fine.
Phoenix leading by 4. On the perimeter, it's Booker and Jackson. Chris is out there with Mirotic, and it's Young in at the point guard position. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Jackson dishes to Booker. Back to Jackson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And taking a look here at some numbers for Booker, he had a strong showing last season. He averaged 25 points per, 4 assists and 4 rebounds. And just look at those scoring totals. He's been doing what he does best, putting points on the board.
His instincts naturally are to score the basketball. That ability to find the creases in the defense is something you just don't teach, and it's awesome.
And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. And Jonathan Isaac making progress, but he was drafted knowing he had a lot of work to do.
Yeah, and you really shouldn't try and compare Isaac to the rest of his draft class. He's going to be on a different timeline as far as his development goes. Might take longer for him to be ready, but the payoff, man, could be huge as his ceiling is really high.
And for Trae Young, it's a little unfair that he's already being compared to Steph Curry.
Scouts are always going to look for comparisons. And I'm not saying Young is Curry, but many of the strengths and weaknesses are similar. The size and athleticism, the insane range, and both have that it factor.
Walker against Young. It's deflected and stolen by Chris. Here's Booker. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Booker's got 5 now.
How about the vision from the crafty little guard? Young excels at realizing when his guys have clean looks.
Here's Walker. Doesn't go for him. Suns leading by 5. Jacks up a 3. No good from Booker. Shot from the top of the key. The Magic with a fresh 24. And Vucevic throws it down.
And guys, isn't it great to see a player who works that hard on the glass at both ends?
Well said, G. That's the way he has built, his reputation. Grinding away 100% effort all the time.
And then uses his explosiveness once he's gathered the rebound to throw it down.
Orlando, they've gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. And here's Walker outside. Gordon kicks to Walker. Good on the triple. Walker's got 25 points in the game. 7 lead changes now, and we're just in the third quarter.
Yeah, frustrating for a coach, but it's great to watch as a fan.
Booker outside. Back to Young. And out of bounds as the Magic will gain possession. And we'll get a look here where the shots have been coming from for him.
This is the shot chart of a dominant performance. I mean, he's taking a lot of shots because right now he believes that every shot he does take is going in. And who can blame him with the way he's played? Simply outstanding work coming from him.
Outside Fournier. The wide open look here for Vucevic. And again, it's Orlando with the 3.
Well, in this day and age, big men shoot more and more three-pointers, and he's fully capable of a triple.
To halt the run, here's Chris. Makes it off the glass. Chris has got his first points in this one.
Well, the confidence of Marquise Chris continues to grow from that range.
And there's the call on Devin Booker. That'll be his second foul of the game. And Orlando has possession. The lead is 2. Outside, Walker. He kicks it to Vucevic. Outside Fournier. Off target from three-point range.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. When you watch Marquise Chris, Brent, this is a guy who really teases you with his talent, with his athleticism.
Yeah, well, a lot of the highlights for Marquise Chris have the ball being thrown for lobs and Marquise Chris finishing off with big dunks. The interesting thing for him is what position does he play in today's game? Can he become a stretch four, Kevin, to find some minutes and be consistent with knocking down long-range jump shots? The pace of play certainly could help out Marquise Chris with that athleticism that you referred to.
And the shot goes in.
Yeah, not a good idea to leave him alone. He'll make you pay for that mid-range.
Young against Fournier. Jackson in the corner.
Okay.
Booker outside. Suns moving the ball around.
Oh, what the?
Young with the ball. He's picked up by Walker. Clock at 6. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And now a look at Kemba Walker. Some numbers on him. Last year, getting it done. 16th in scoring, 18th in free throw percentage. And he also finished in the top 20 of the assist rankings, making plays for others and making his teammates better.
Yeah, and like you said, one of the better scorers in the NBA last season, a tireless worker on the offensive end. He could be even better this season. Goes back up. Chris with the rebound.
Credit the defense, wisely avoiding fouling the shooter. Don't want to give up a personal there. And he made him attempt a difficult layup.
And at full speed, he still has the wherewithal to get himself in good position.
Yeah, the snap decisions right there, reading the situation on the move and then making the right choice.
And Walker kicks to Gordon. Back to Walker. Pass to Isaac. Misses the 3.
Yeah, a little surprised he missed that one so badly. The defense was nowhere to be found.
A nice shot by Booker.
Got to respect the level of concentration from Devin Booker on that shot. Even when he gets bodied up a little bit, the balance stays there.
Here's Vucevic. Hits the outside fadeaway. Vucevic has got 8 here in the quarter.
He was wide open, but just to make sure, he put a little fade on that jumper.
Young finds Mirotic. Gordon with the defensive effort.
And you got to give him credit there. Great effort to contest that shot.
Well, I love the fact that they put the security system on their house, protecting the paint there.
Phoenix has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Now, here's Isaac, guarded by Jackson. Isaac passes to Walker. Top of the key. Yep, it counts. Walker's got it all tied up now for the Magic. The Suns have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. And Young kicks to Chris. It's good from the top of the key. Chris has got his second bucket of the night.
Quick decision-making from Marquise Chris. Fantastic at knowing when to shoot off the pass.
There's the pass to Vucevic. Here's Isaac. Fournier for 3. Made that one. It's his 7th of the contest. 7 for 15 from the floor. And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
The fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's been a nail biter.
Luke Babbitt, he's checked in for Isaac.
Pass me up on energy.
Lineup for the Magic. Luke Babbitt. And it's Walker with the ball, bringing it up for the Orlando Magic. It's a 1-point game. And it's Orlando with another. The Suns have gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. Here's Young. Rebound by the Magic. Vucevic has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Now here's Gordon. Pass to Vucevic. Stolen by Jackson. To the middle. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gordon.
Playing with lots of energy here, trying to cause turnovers.
Yeah, even though he doesn't come up with the steal, that kind of deflection will disrupt the rhythm of this offensive possession.
Catching up on the changes for Orlando. A one-deuce checked in, and it's Weber in for Kemba Walker. Young with no one around. With nobody on him, he buries the jumper.
And this is why Young is so dangerous. He just gets that shot off so fast before the defense can react.
Weber, the pass to Vucevic, and he gets the bucket. Vucevic has got 10 points now just in this quarter.
And whatever intensity was lacking there in the first half, you're seeing it on display here now.
You asked for those hustle plays earlier in the game. We're seeing them now.
Jackson, and the shot is good. Jackson's got his first basket of the night.
I like to see Jackson with these kind of plays, getting into the paint and then getting a little bit more creative with the scoring opportunity.
Weber kicks to Vucevic. Passes to Fournier. Back to Vucevic, and stolen by Chris. Fast break, here come the Suns. And there's Jackson on the assist by Booker. And the Suns lead by 1.
Booker finding the open man that time, trying to get his teammates going.
Outside Fournier to the paint. Vucevic. Phoenix grabs the miss. They've led by as many as 11 points. Guys, a potent offense right now.
You know what, guys? And they're playing with a certain amount of assuredness in their game. That type of confidence is what leads teams to having success.
And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. Reedy's checked in for Orlando. On defense, the Suns, they lead by 4. They double him with Booker. Here's Fournier, and he uses the glass on the layup. Fournier's got 22 points.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
And he gets the bucket.
Well, he's like a carpenter out there. Great floor awareness. Zipping the ball over to his teammates with ease.
Weber kicks to Reed. Over Mirotic. Excellent D there from Mirotic. Suns leading by 4. Young finds Booker. And he banks in the layup. Booker's got 14 points for the game.
Such astounding shooting right now from him. He is untouchable from the perimeter. What a performance.
Fournier goes in. Reed. And Mirotic sends it back. And he recovers it. And he makes that one. Here's Young. He has 7. Left side Jackson. From deep. From deep. No good from Booker. The Magic trail by 4. Here's a one-do. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Weber gets the bucket.
Well, he's like a fumbling banker right now, dropping dimes with ease. I like how well he led his teammate on that possession.
Phoenix has gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. Young passes to Chris. Jackson kicks to Young. Got a piece of it. It's going to be out of bounds. The Suns will retain possession.
Looking now at the numbers for Fournier. Good season for him last year. He averaged about 17 points a game last year, 3 assists and 3 rebounds. And he can play some valuable minutes on the wing for this team.
I just want to kick back and lounge here because when this guy's hot, it's a love story. And when he's cold, it's a nightmare. So sit back, get your popcorn. Let's see what he does.
And that one falls for Walker. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. The Suns leading. Young. And it's slammed in by Young.
And whenever Young finishes like this, it just motivates the entire team. You got to admire the show of force from the young fella.
Walker against Young. Takes the 13-footer. Shot's good by Walker. Walker's got 34. Well, they're really making a point of keeping the ball moving around.
That's the key. The D can't focus on one player, and no matter what anybody tells you, that ball will always move quicker than the defender.
Here's Young outside for Jackson. From outside, off the mark. And here's Fournier. He brings it up for the Orlando Magic. They trail by 1. Pass to Awundu. 54 seconds left in the third quarter. 5 to shoot, inside, and the officials call him for a 3-second violation.
Well, time and score, you just can't have a costly error right now at this point in the game, guys.
Well, Phoenix shooting has been just great so far, up at 56%. Here's Young, dishes it to Mirotic, and he banks in the layup. Mirotic has got his second basket of the night.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That will get him his 4th foul of the game, and due to the bonus, we'll head to the line for 2.
Oh no, he's the last guy you want to put on the line. You can just about book the points every time he steps up there.
Second free throw, no good. Phoenix has gotten 1 of 6 3-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime. And the shot goes in. Young's got 10 points in just the second half.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Young against Walker. And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That'll be foul number 5 on him, and due to the bonus, we'll be headed to the free throw line. And that one falls for Walker. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2.
And really, this is where you want to just let the clock wind down.
Yep, unless you get a great look that's impossible to pass up, use the time wisely.
Babbitt, good.
I like that recognition, effortlessly getting his teammate the ball in a spot where he knows he can do something with it.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will take it. And as we finish the third quarter, it's still close. Both teams trading baskets. Suns ahead, leading by a point. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway.
Which is bullshit. I would never say that. Oh, man, that's warm. That's good. Oh, man, I hate the cold. Things I would never say.
And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Fourth quarter on the floor for the Magic. We've got Reed. Luke Babbitt is out there with Jonathan Isaac. And there's Kemba Walker. And it's Awundu in at the two-guard position. Boy, right down to the wire here. Still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, and after all the energy both sides have expended, both teams still hungry for the win.
The pass to Isaac. Awundu kicks to Walker. And the layup's good off the glass. Walker's got 40 points.
He's hit the proverbial switch, effortlessly finding different ways to score.
And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
The Magic making a switch here. Gordon's checked in.
Well, Mirotic last year, it was the tale of two halves. It was the shaved year versus the unshaved year for him. Great start with the Bulls and played some very good basketball, and then struggled a little bit after the trade to the Pelicans, and then boom, all of a sudden was a huge part after Cousins went down. Extremely complementary to the fast pace and stretching out the offense with the three-point ball playing alongside AD.
Reed against Mirotic. Reed the pass to Isaac, and stolen by Chris. Here's Young. Good. And a nice assist from Booker. Booker's got 4 assists now tonight.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Right, you're talking about Mirotic. The real Mirotic is somewhere in between.
Yeah, he's had a little trouble with consistency, but you got to look at what was surrounding him in Chicago with all the roster movements and the coaching changes, stylistic changes. So when he gets on, we saw this late in the year with the Pelicans and somewhat in the playoffs, he can be an explosive scorer. He can put the ball down and make plays. He can shoot you into and sometimes out of a game.
He's been a little bit disappointing in this game. However, his team has his back. They need a little bit more help from him.
Shot's good by Walker.
Great move to get to the rim. I think they're going to take the aggressive approach down the stretch.
And you have to be. That's the approach you always want. Don't settle for the jumpers. Pound it inside.
Booker. And that's an air ball. Not even close. And so it's Walker with it who brings it up for the Magic. It's a 1-point game. And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That's it for him. He's fouled out of the game.
And he has to take that long, slow walk back to the bench here. He'll watch the rest of this one from the sideline.
And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor. They get a hand on it. From deep, Walker. It's rebounded by Derek Favors. Favors has got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Boomer. It's deflected. Around 3 minutes gone here in the 4th quarter. Outside, Walker. And he gets it to go. Walker's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
You saw he altered his release, allowing him to get around his defender and then laid it in.
Drills it from outside.
I mean, he hit that shot from the next town over, Kev. What a shot.
Outside, Gordon. Here's Reed. Rebound by the Suns. Capella's got his 16th rebound on the night. And plenty of contact on the shot. So, 2 free throws coming up. That free throw, no good.
2 shots.
And he's good on the second.
Big trip to the line. He did not get all of them, but at least they hold the lead now.
Knocked loose.
Bam.
Isaac kicks to Walker. Four on the shot clock. And up the court come the Suns on the break from down low. That misses off the backboard. Orlando trailing here. To the wing on the left. Good ball movement here by the Magic. Reed the pass to Walker. Nabbing another steal. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end. And guys, that's a big...
Dead control.
Wired or batteries?
It's wired. I have a thing I can use. That's okay. I just
Okay.
need to-
And break.
I just need to get my thing.
Alright.
Fortunately, it's not even close to charge this thing. It's only at 38%.
Let's see if I can't charge it from
Your computer.
Okay.
No, I don't want to open up a game bar. Might need to just break for like a few minutes.
What's that?
Because it won't let me do it while it's connected to the computer.
But it works.
Well, it's charging it yet.
Alrighty.
Like if I do this, it's not doing anything.
Well, I mean, you need to hook it up to the Xbox.
Unfortunately, it might not reach.
No, as a matter of fact, is this like the one you have?
Should be.
Yeah, because this wire is longer, so.
No. Wait. Is there a second one?
No. There's one in the back, another one in the back, so.
Oh. I might be holding my Seagate. Let me get over.
Gotta get over.
No, bro. Yeah, so that's already occupied.
Oh, really?
That's not pretty bad, it's not one. Oh, shit. Fuck. I'm sorry.
Hold up. See if it resume.
That's not one. I'm sorry.
So wait, it's not working?
Oh no, the only other one is with the Seagate. Yeah.
Are you sure?
Resync this damn thing.
Hand me the black wire. Controller. There you go. Behind the corner. I don't know what you want to do. I should have saved it before that happened.
Saving it wouldn't change anything.
How so?
Still screwed it up.
Yep. We will be right back.